Today, our middle class, our currency, and our economy are dying in real time. In my new book, Dispatches to Future Generations, I reveal how we got here, plus the solution, gold. And that's why I'm partnering with Birch Gold Group to give you a free copy of my book along with their free info kit on gold. Click below to get both right now. Inside the info kit, you'll learn how to move your IRA or 401k into physical gold. So click below to claim your free copy of my Dispatches to Future Generations and Birch Gold's info kit today.
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need, and discounts for seniors.
What are you so happy about?
I'm just happy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. We need that.
Yeah, we do.
And we're festive. We're red, white, and blue today because it's that time of year. We're getting into the 250th anniversary of our great country. Hopefully we'll get 250 more. You know that when you look back on the last 50 years, we really need to get our act in gear.
Some of it has kind of sucked.
Yeah. What better way to get your act in gear than to show your patriotism with Cowboy Logic
and we're not selling anything, everybody. Hey, Ron, come in here a second.
Ron makes these. How cool is that?
Absolutely stunning looking.
Yeah, these are really nice, Ron.
Thank you.
This is very cool.
Yeah, these are called UV DTF stickers.
Yeah.
And it's one of the new products
we knew that.
I knew that.
DTF is direct
stickers.
to film.
Okay.
Yeah, direct to film stickers. And these are for like automobile decals, but you can also put them on tumblers, the stainless steel tumblers, water bottles, you name it. It would look like it had been printed on there, but we send them out. In this particular case, we send these America 250 stickers out on the direct to film. And we're selling them on cowboylogiclaser.com. So when I say we're selling them, we're actually just covering our costs because, quite honestly, you'll see that they're free shipping, but there is a cost involved that helps us cover shipping.
Very, very low.
You can get two different sizes. Yeah, yep. 2 different sizes and 2 different stickers out there if you want them.
All right, so let me ask you this. Let's say Jane Doe, our beloved viewer, goes to cowboylogiclaser.com and wants 50 of these.
Okay, so if you go to Cowboy Logic Laser and you want more than just a few, I would recommend that you build a gang sheet, G-A-N-G. There's an icon right at the very top of our website. If you go to products, and I think it's UV DTF, you can build your own gang sheet of stickers. And in the gallery, for when you go to the software that builds this gang sheet, which is basically just a large sheet of stickers, you can put whatever you want to on there, but in the gallery, these stickers are in there for you to choose from, and you can put as many on there as you want. We have 4 different sizes of gang sheets, from 11.5 inches by 10 inches all the way up to 11.5 inches by 32 inches. And you can just cram it full of whatever, and you can resize them, make them big, small, as long as they fit on the gang sheet. And then you can just order that way as well.
All right, so...
And they're very, very inexpensive.
Because you're doing this at cost, like if somebody, let's just say somebody wanted 25 of each of these
What would
I'm going to
that
leave
really
the big
cost?
one out of it.
Yeah.
25 of each of these, and these are about 4 inches by 4 inches.
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
If I can fit 25 of them in a large gang sheet, let's say, each large gang sheet, I think is $15 or $16.
That's
So you could get
mice nuts.
50 of them for
32
$30.
bucks.
I mean,
$30.
Yeah,
but
hand them out to your friends.
And they're different than the vinyl stickers that you've seen before.
Yeah.
These aren't vinyl. These are UV printed. They work great as decals, window decals, or like I said, on tumblers or
on your
basically
car.
anything.
On your car.
And they'll stand up outside as well, Ron. Like if I put
In the
this on the
elements.
outside of my car, it
It'll
stands
last.
up.
That's
Now,
correct.
again, other
Yep.
stuff you
Oh,
have
yeah.
at CowboyLogicLaser.com.
Who's that goofball?
I don't know, but I mean, if you have your own picture, you could just put it on. Doesn't have to be us, but
Yeah,
you
they
know,
can send.
the
They can
mouse
send
pad.
and I bet
we can
Ron-
make a mouse pad.
You could replace me on this mouse pad with any of our viewers that wants to sit on a mouse pad with Donna, right?
With Donna. As long as they send me a good photo, I could probably do it.
How cool is that?
There you go, everybody.
So it's
Get your own show.
CowboyLogicLaser.com for Ron's company. He's got some great stuff. Okay.
Thank you, Ron,
Thanks,
for everything,
Ron.
buddy.
And
You're
for,
welcome.
how great is that? It's patriotic. We're red, white, and blue this time of year. All right.
Hey, Ron's still on the screen.
Oh, there he goes. It's hard for him to work all this stuff.
Did you
when
see
he's-
what happened, everybody? He switched channels.
I got it.
Huh? What'd you say?
No, I'm trying to get my mind around all this stuff.
That's what happens when we throw El Ronbo curveballs, and I love doing it for moments just like that.
Exactly. I want to talk about what's going on with Iran, okay? It's been 47 years, and what really scares me is the mindset of young people today that think, they have Trump derangement syndrome or whatever, and that gays for Palestine's a wonderful thing. It's almost that same mindset that was in Iran 47 years ago, because the Iranians were a free people. Everything was cool. They were educated, and they still are much more educated than most in the Middle East. So up in Canada, and I bet this guy's wondering why I went to Canada.
This guy's
after all
got
of this.
buyer remorse with regard to Canada.
There's an Iranian refugee who fled to Canada, and he has a warning for us.
I'm a political refugee from Iran. I've been to prison, I've been under Islamic law, and I know how it starts and I know how it ends. And it always starts with for some reason, unity of left and Islamists, and it scares me. So I came here to be free. I chose Canada as my second home to live in a free country. And I'm beginning to get really scared, because the way things are going, it looks like they're going to basically appease Islamists just to not raise any ruckus or something. They're just going to appease them step by step, and they're not going to stop. They see it as a sign of weakness, so they're going to take more and more, and I'm against that.
And we have been talking about this for 13 years on this show. The red-green axis. That's exactly what that man was talking about. I am tired of being right.
Well, the problem,
I really am, because we're right about everything that's destroying this country.
Yeah. And it is very scary, because Islam wants nothing to do with the free West. And if you think that's the case, all you have to do is look at what's happening in Canada, in the UK, actually all over Europe. These people do not want to assimilate. Speaking of not wanting to assimilate and causing chaos in this country, let's look at Barack Obama, because I really believe that's where all this started. John Solomon was on with Eric Bolling, and he's talking about how Obama could be an unindicted co-conspirator.
I'm going to say Barack Obama is the head of the conspiracy when they're done. He'll be an unindicted co-conspirator if they get all the evidence that they think they're going to get from the agencies. Why? We know he was told Hillary Clinton in July was hanging a fake Russian shingle. He allowed his administration to pursue a case. After the election, he was told that Vladimir Putin didn't interfere in the election to help Donald Trump, and he got it reversed and had it, even though the Intelligence Committee didn't agree, they changed it. On January 5th of 2017, 15 days before Donald Trump was in office, about to come into office the first time, They sat in a room and said, hey, the FBI has concluded Mike Flynn is an innocent man. How can we make him a guilty man? The president sat in that meeting with the FBI. He didn't belong in a meeting like that. Barack Obama set in motion. Now, was he trying to help Hillary Clinton win the election? Of course. Where this all ends, I think I would not be surprised if before the end of the summer you saw Barack Obama get a grand jury subpoena. I would not be surprised.
Wow.
Remember, he has immunity because the president.
Oh, that's right.
So he can't claim the fifth.
I'd like to see that. I would like to see that, Todd Blanche. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath because that's the one meme you see all over social media is, skeletons gone waiting for somebody to be indicted. And I firmly believe that he ran the country during Biden. I really do. I mean, he was seen all over Washington, D.C. And let's look at the fact of the auto pen. Automatically, Todd Blanche says he doesn't want to look at the auto pen. I totally disagree. I think we totally should look at that because you've got possibly a Supreme Court justice that shouldn't be there that was signed on with the auto pen. And you can't say that Biden didn't know because the auto pens were not used for some of these pardons, like I believe the Hunter Biden pardon. OK, so he knew the difference between or at least his handlers knew the difference between the auto pen and what was probably not going to hold up which wasn't going to hold up in court if it ever gets looked at, and an actual signature. It's scary.
Have you wondered?
We had a coup.
Have you wondered
10 years ago
where Valerie Jarrett is?
Yeah, her.
Have
Lisa
you wondered
Monaco.
where Susan Rice is? Mm-hmm. How about the guy that cried that was a brother of somebody you knew?
No, I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I worked with him at Fox. Rhodes, yep.
Where are all these people right now?
Lisa Monaco is starting to show up a little bit.
And how about IRS lady?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Yeah, and she apparently got a very handsome, separation and a good old pension. It just goes
Where
on and
are
on.
they now?
Yeah. Be nice to see something happen. We'll be back right after this.
Confidence that a good pickup man brings to an event. Nobody will ever give him credit for it. Thousands and thousands of miles driven, hundreds and hundreds of hours of being a good steward, and a horseman will never be recognized. But that one instant when he might have saved your son, your brother, your friend, by being in the right place at the right time.
When a cyber thief transfers the title of your home out of your name, it's a race against time to stop the theft of your hard-earned equity.
Many people don't know this has happened until long after it's done.
You as the homeowner think you still own a house. 3 months later, you start getting foreclosure notices and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
So when's the last time you checked on the title to your home? Find out if you're already a victim at HomeTitleLock.com.
The gun grabbers are licking their chops. If they seize Congress in November, they've already promised an all-out assault weapons ban.
We will have legislation.
So we're giving away the rifle they'd like to ban the most. Your National Association for Gun Rights, America's no-compromise gun lobby, is giving away a Barrett M82A1 50 caliber rifle. Enter to win and chip in to help us fight back. Visit gunrights.org/RAV.
When you look at your grocery bill, is it so high it knocks you off your feet? It's time to stand up and save with InstaSeal by Bell & Howell, the world's first vertical vacuum sealing system designed to save you money. Unlike ordinary storage bags that trap air in, spoiling your food, InstaSeal removes the air completely, extending freshness up to 6 times longer. Now that's saving. Look, flat sealers create a big mess, but InstaSeal InstaSeal is upright, mess-free, and easy. The secret is Smart Seal technology. With just one touch, it auto-feeds the bag to seal, pauses to vacuum out the air, then continues to perfectly seal. Plus, InstaSeal has a motor powerful enough to crush cans, but smart enough to save crackers from turning to dust. Forget big, bulky sealers you have to put away. InstaSeal's compact design stays to help you seal and save every day. Got a great deal on chicken, meat, or fish? InstaSeal protects it from freezer burn. Now buy groceries in bulk. Make meals ahead of time. InstaSeal and save. It even works with all universal storage system bags. Buy on sale meats. InstaSeal and save. When you add it all up, InstaSeal will help you seal and save hundreds on your family's grocery bill. Call or go online now and get the complete InstaSeal system that keeps food fresh 6 times longer with enough storage bags to fill your entire fridge for the special TV discount price of just $99.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. You get it all, an incredible value for one low price. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-308-6802 or go to buyinstaseal.com. So call 1-800-308-6802 or order online at buyinstaseal.com.
Hello? Hello? What the deal? Hello? What the hell is going on here?
Don't be a Looney Tune. Stop being a bitch. Answer the phone.
One for the plug and one for the load. I got 2 phones, one for the bitches and one for the dough. Think I need 2 more. Lamp pumping, I'm ring, ring, ringing. Count money while it ring, ring, ringing. Trap jumping, I'm ring, ring, ringing. I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the load. I got 2 phones, one for the bitches and one for the dough. Think I need 2 more. Lamp pumping, I'm ring, ring, ringing.
Answer the phone.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Come on.
I thought that Thune was taller than Mike Tyson.
Now, Mike Tyson's not that tall. I did a commercial with him years ago.
Did you really?
Yeah, he's not that tall. No, I still have my ears.
He didn't bite your ears off?
No, we could show pictures of that maybe sometime. I'll have to go through all my list.
I haven't even seen those pictures, everybody.
Really? Okay. Speaking of John Thune, who won't answer his phone, I want to go through some stuff here. John Thune, the senator from South Dakota. Guess how many votes he got?
More than there are living people in South Dakota.
Probably. Approximately 242,000 votes. And how many votes did Donald Trump get? 77 million. Why are we getting it's so frustrating. They're treating, I really believe, and this has been all over social media, that Soon and Schumer are working together basically to treat Trump like he's a lame duck. This has to stop. Now, Laura Loomer, who was like a dog with a bone when she finds something, she said John Thune's daughter, Brittany Thune Lindbergh, gave money and was a director of a PAC that gave money to radical leftist Democrats.
Shocking.
Imagine that. Always look at the family. The Council of Insurance Agents and Brokers PAC, a.k.a. Council PAC, from February 2013 to 2021. During her tenure, multiple leftist anti-Trumpers were rewarded with generous monetary contributions, including Nancy Pelosi, Mikey Sherrill, Hakeem Jeffries, Jamie Raskin, this like the whole laundry list. Sherrod Brown. Thune referred to his daughter as a gifted and accomplished professional. He has never condemned her pro-Dem actions. Just so you know. Speaking of being out of place, as to me, John Thune looks like every time somebody asks him about the Save America Act, Kristen Welker, with her heels in front of a John Deere tractor.
Heels in a barn.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So she certainly looked at home, didn't she? But I digress. This is well worth repeating. I know it's a week ago, but the actual mic drop and the crush is epic.
evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
your
about
elections in this country. We're like a third world country. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the rain with you for an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr. President,
a country can never be great with a dishonest press.
We traveled all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
I don't know. As a farmer, I'm really impressed with the alfalfa hay that was right there. Bright green.
This
that's
is
good
true,
stuff.
But I'm not impressed with heels in a barn.
That's too
doesn't work.
Those bales are like $20-25 a piece.
This
man. That's
is true.
And the thing is, if anybody's, she can't go to flyover country. She just can't. Obviously, if you've got any kind of a barn, it rains. You hear that rain, and it bothered her. She flew all the way to Wisconsin. You know, the population of France is 66.7 million. The population of California, 39.3 million. France can count all of their ballots, and they can do it on one day with paper ballots. California, I think they're still counting a month later. It's so ridiculous. So then let's turn on how, with all the Knicks, how they're so, oh, God forbid, Donald Trump goes to a Knicks game, okay? May I say this? Trump has been a Knicks fan and a New Yorker for decades. Yeah, Mondami, by the way.
He wasn't even born, and Trump was a Knicks fan.
Well, exactly. But Mondami was at the very same game. So quite honestly, a lot of people said he was booed, but I think during the national anthem, he certainly was cheered. So let's have a little review about Donald Trump and New York City.
Nothing says New York like Donald Trump, who is a big Knicks fan and who joins us now. Donald, I know you're a Knicks fan, so are you disappointed that Kobe's not here, or are you glad he's not here because it ups your chances?
Well, I guess you could look at it both ways, but I'd like to see Kobe play. I came here to see my man Kobe. Kobe is great. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, what happened to Kobe? But I guess he had a little problem.
Yeah, you got to talk to your friends at the NBA. Are you glad your teammates didn't come off the bench this time?
I'm just glad we got the win.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go back to Dick and Jimmy.
All right, Craig, and a lot of defense, too, because the Pacers were held scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds after they had led 93-88. The Knicks scored.
Yes, celebrity cameraman, Donald Trump. Don, welcome to the telecast.
How you doing, folks?
Fine, thank you. You know, we must be paying our cameraman a pretty penny.
You're paying a lot of money. It's a great job.
Thanks for being with us, Don.
Thank you. Great game. Have a good time.
This is Shaquille O'Neal's shoe.
Oh, my God.
Right here, which is a serious shoe.
Is that a real shoe?
That's a real shoe. He took it off after a game and handed it to me.
Oh, my God.
I carried it like this.
Yeah, I guess. Because you don't really like germs anyway, do you?
No, from Shaq.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and to the left.
Thanks.
Do you know Canada actually took that 8 seconds out of their Home Alone movie?
Yeah.
Canada actually edited it out. And that's the Plaza Hotel, which Trump happens to own as well. He only changed the whole damn skyline of the city, and he's vilified. I mean, it just goes to show you that the Democrats just can't help themselves. They absolutely just can't help themselves. So what are we doing now as far as trying to fix our elections? Trump has an executive order, okay, that it actually directs the Postal Service to only deliver mail-in ballots to approved voters with each state on the voter rolls. We're going to get to this later on with Tom
Hold on a second.
What?
Let's talk about the Postal Service. Okay?
You know what? I should have brought it.
You didn't bring it down.
Oh, I forgot it.
Some of you, beloved viewers, have received Christmas cards from us because every year we create really offensive, politically incorrect Christmas cards. The guy that works in my office 25 feet away from me, I sent him a Christmas card. We got it back in May.
We got one last week back again, and it was open.
Yeah.
That just got sent back.
5 months. 6 months. And we're getting
show
things.
It actually. What a
you
joke.
Can't find your ass with both hands. And they're Doing what with regard to our elections, Donna?
Well, they're saying that you have to, this is Judge Nichols, no less, who a lot of J6ers know, said the NAACP has no standing because they said they violated the Privacy Act. He said states already had the information, so therefore they can only deliver mail-in ballots to each state with those that are approved on the voter rolls. So we'll see what happens with that if this EO is going through. But that's huge. That's huge. What? Oh.
I love baseball, you guys. I played baseball until I was 46 years old.
Maybe it's me, but to me, I have no problem with toxic masculinity.
I didn't play softball. I played baseball.
Yep. As do Republicans.
And I played baseball as a 46-year-old in 18 and over.
And you were
Why? Because I like seeing fast pitching.
But you had the best
batting average.
Batting average.
That's right.
You did. Okay.
Like 445 or something, way up there.
I remember.
Very impressive.
You sent me old pictures.
But now I'm 65, so I haven't played in 19 years.
Well, Eric Schmidt, Congressman Eric Schmidt of Missouri, is 50 years old, and damn, is this impressive. Check this out.
Really a prime June night.
That one struck to left field, and what a dive! Oh, what a great
Eric
play!
Schmidt, amazing catch down the left field line.
The Redbirds would be proud of a play like that. Look at the nose.
Wow, and he roughed himself up here a little bit when he hit the warning track on the side there. Now, I wonder if Marionette Miller Meeks, the team doctor, might have to come out and bandage him up a little bit. But he's doing it old school there, just wiping some dirt on it. He covered a lot of ground, got high on the horse there. And that was going to be a fair ball, I think, there, Kevin.
Yeah, I think so, too. And then he caught that on the heel of the glove. Face plant. Redbirds will be proud of a play like that. Worth every last replay. Tremendous.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, get me into the spirit here. Hey, Ron, bring that video back up.
Send me some
and I just want to play. This is my helmet. This is my old batting. That's pine tar and probably a lot of tobacco juice. You want to feel it?
I did before, yeah. So, but
no, this is my helmet that I used when I played, and as you can see, it's pretty hammered.
It is hammered.
But I was number 35, played for the Atlanta Crackers. And
I think Eric Schmidt's going to need some a CBD roll-on after a play like that, too.
Ron, play it very quickly, just for a second. Very quickly. Look at that sissy-ass swing. Okay, come back to us, Ron. That swing, I would have to label that swing on the feminine factor about a 38. Okay? That was a sissy swing from a sissy Democrat.
Republicans won 11-2, 6 years in a row because of toxic masculinity.
I don't have a beaver.
No.
We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Don Neuen with Cowboy Logic. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you know what TDS is. Trump Derangement Syndrome. It's all over the place. Every time you turn on the news, TDS. Everybody in Congress, TDS. Well, our very own Natasha Owens has just dropped a new song called TDS. And it's a great toe-tapping, clever, funny, patriotic anthem that's going to get everybody talking about TDS. Download your copy right now. Let's show the secular music industry that Real America's music is here to stay and here to play by sending TDS by Natasha Owens to number 1 on iTunes. Go download it right now.
You got that TDS. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. If you're red, all right, let's get this party started. If you're left, You're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no kidding. We don't live in Great Britain. If J6 was the worst thing you've ever seen. Soros, burning cities, a mostly peaceful thing. Bring back the cartels, commute their crimes. Sack the fact checkers like the New York Times. He's a Nazi, a fascist, a racist dictator who lets you say what you want to say. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS.
Yes, I actually won!
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings
and free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
The FBI calls it house stealing, the latest scam where a cyber thief transfers the title of your home out of your name and steals your hard-earned equity.
It's roughly 60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
Unfortunately, it's on you to protect yourself. You might already be a victim. Check your title status now at HomeTitleLock.com.
The usual, sir.
Please. Even after 500 plays, our high-fidelity tape still delivers.
For the crew, every bedtime story now ends with the cage. Your scalpel cut deep, we bleed rage. If you hear the children crying daddy's name, can you hear the children crying mommy's name? Though the world turned its back, 1,500 ghosts in the aftermath. They can lock the doors, they can silence the song, but the fire in our hearts keeps burning on. Still there, raise your fists to the sky. 1,500 voices will never die. From the cell to cell, block C to B, you can hear the battle cry. Still there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, if you're old enough to remember that commercial, you're as old as our next guest, by God.
I remember it too, so hey, come on, you know.
Hey,
I mean, this is.
Hey, listen,
I still have those damn tapes.
We played, yeah, we did. I've got a whole box of them over there. We played that for all of us
old farts
that have Medicare cards.
Yes, that's true.
And our next guest is about to get his, Donna.
Yes, that would be one. Tom Del Beccaro. Here he is, folks. You know, all I can say is, if there's anybody that knows what happened in California as far as bogus elections, it's Tom Del Beccaro. Because, I mean, this is just, and it all goes back to your book. I mean, this is the divided era, the competition for spoils. You wrote this in 2015. And it's still valid. I think you need to update it at this point.
Listen, Tom, you know I played baseball up until I was 46 years old. I love this book. I love baseball books. And what you did in this book, The Divided ERA, is awesome because I agree with you. The minute they split into the National and the American League, we had a divided earned run average. Thank you, Tom, for being a sports writer.
So
do we have time to do an interview with him?
It's not what he
meant.
Now
you know why I'm here in witness protection, hiding out, because I'm with these people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. No, seriously, divided era, because it's the competition for spoils. And that is exactly what we are seeing to the hilt. I mean, they just can't even stop. They've got a Nazi now running up in Maine that's got...
You need to forgive him for his...
Bull crap.
Let's talk about this just for a second here. The Democrats say that America is unforgivable because of its past, right? Mm-hmm. But they want us to forgive their past of being the party of slavery, the Ku Klux Klan, and fighting civil rights. And now they want us to forgive their candidates' pasts. And there's a whole bunch of them. It's just not just Platner. It's Tallarico. It's the guy who just got the nomination in New Jersey. The guy who's going to get it in Michigan. So they want us. America's unforgivable, but we have to forgive their crazy candidates.
And you've got Jews backing this Nazi, though, up in Maine, and Charles Schumer and Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. You know, after Trump has been, I know she's not Jewish, but I'm saying, after she talked about how Trump is a Nazi and everything else, and the No Kings, and all of a sudden, all these people you just mentioned are just fine. But I think I should tell everybody, you ran against Kamala Harris for Senate out in California. This is why
2016.
Yeah,
2016. A couple weeks ago.
I remember watching the debate, thinking, "Oh my God, you smoked all the candidates.
Yeah,
you really did.
You totally dominated.
And if they didn't obviously rig these elections, you would have been in there." Kamala Harris won for AG with less than 1% of the vote, and they kept counting for like a month until they had enough people in there. People don't realize that stuff. So talk a little bit about that, because, it's so in your face.
Here's the reality of California, and they act guilty the whole time while they're doing it. Who acts guilty? All right, so it starts with registration. You can register online and not have to show IDs or otherwise. Then they also have the government takes money, gives it to NGOs, and they register people. And they often register in places like Los Angeles, the homeless. The homeless don't have an address. So then they use some address provided to them. And then the next step is, prior to every election, they mail out ballots to every registered voter. But in between elections, it is the job of the Secretary of State to ensure that all of the registrations remain valid, but they don't do that. So currently, on its face, there are 877,000 ballots that were sent out to people who don't, or names or addresses which don't belong on the voter rolls. That's a huge number. Say that again, 877,000. So that's way more than that's twice as many voters as all of Iowa. And so that's the second step, it's a wash in all these ballots because everybody gets a ballot. And then what they do is they permit this process where there isn't an election day, there's an election week and a half to a month. And what happens is you can mail your ballot on election day. It's supposed to be stamped, but this year, in some places, they're allowing handwritten in as to when you mailed it. It's unbelievable. So this goes on for a month, and then they allow you to cure it. They'll say, "Oh, this is confusing," allegedly, and then they contact the voter and let the voter do what they want to do. But throughout this process, there's all these moments of no chain of custody.
I was just going to say there's zero chain of custody.
Exactly.
So anybody can bring it in or anybody can fill it out. So the NGO, homeless person registers. It comes to this particular address. They can't find the homeless person, so they have the ability. My neighbor up the street still gets 4 ballots in her name. And despite her calling and saying, no, someone who worked in our office was getting from someone who lived at that address 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. You can't stop
Tom, our
them.
own Dr. Gina,
California.
Our own Dr. Gina on the morning show here in Rav hasn't lived in California in 10 years, and she still gets multiple ballots, not just one, but multiple, and she's tried to stop it many times. Here's the thing. Tom Fitton tried to look at Los Angeles County. He got them to admit, I think it was close to 1 million, like you mentioned.
1.5 million.
Yep, and they still won't take them off. They said, okay, we've been ordered to take them off, so we'll take off like 10 a month. So it'll be 4,000 years old.
Here's what's very important for the United States, and this is everybody's fight. California is going to have a voter ID on the ballot. And my PAC, electionfairness.com, that's electionfairness.com, is going to push out the vote to pass voter ID. It is also very important for the Supreme Court to rule on election day, not election month, not election week and a half, election day, and say, like Argentina, which has 45 million people, that we have an election on that day and they report the results. Those two things combined is what starts the turnaround for California.
And if it's a federal election like for this fall, where it will be, then those federal laws that and some of the EOs that Trump put in have to kick in. Unfortunately, not for governor and not for, L.A.
Okay, but those Pratt in L.A., we did have an election for mayor, but keep in mind, keep in mind that on those ballots, there were congressional candidates. So they have every right, meaning the feds, to have regulations in place and every right to look at those ballots because there are federal elections in there.
Okay, so I'm going to say the GOP, which to me is worthless, the U.S. GOP, Whatley didn't do anything when Trump won, considering the fact that the down ballot totally was stolen, in my opinion. I think we lost at least 12 congressional candidates and 5 senatorial candidates. I mean, there's no way that Carrie Lake lost to Ruben Gallego in Arizona when Trump won Arizona by however much. So again, we have the divided era, in my opinion, because this is the competition for spoils, and both sides suck, quite honestly.
Well, I don't think history will look back well on the fact that the Republicans couldn't get the SAVE Act done.
Exactly. We'll come back with that.
They didn't. If it happens, they didn't get it done.
They don't want to.
They could have.
Yeah, they don't want to. I think Thune is in cahoots with Schumer. I think right now they're treating.
Didn't make that a huge priority is not forgivable.
Exactly. All right, we'll be back with more with Tom Del Beccaro. Again, his PAC, electionfairness.com, The Divided Era. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey everybody, Don Neuen with Cowboy Logic here. Talk about our newest sponsor, Nemo Arms. NemoArms.com. Trot over to that website and check it out. You're going to be blown away at the quality and craftsmanship behind these fine weapons. It's the only weapons company Cowboy Logic endorses. Nemo Arms at NemoArms.com. You want a 223-556 AR platform? NemoArms.com. You want to bump it up a little bit, go to a 300 blackout? NemoArms.com. You want to get one of them big boys? How about a 300 Win Mag that won't take your shoulder off because they have fine-tuned the recoil problem? NemoArms.com. We got lightweight models. We got the big stout 458s. These are huge. Hey, Nemo Arms, NemoArms.com. They've also got a beautiful selection of shotguns over and under. Nemo Arms, NemoArms.com. Go check them out.
Check this out. Behind this curtain is an outdated bath and shower. Now, I want you folks to imagine transforming this eyesore into a beautiful jacuzzi bath remodel in as little as one day.
Jacuzzi Bath Remodel went straight to the source. People just like you to answer the biggest bath and shower remodel questions.
What my bathroom looks like is really important to me. Are there a lot of design options?
Yes. Jacuzzi has stylish shower walls, designer colors, and premium features like soft closed doors, all with genuine jacuzzi quality.
Call right now and Jacuzzi will waive installation costs with no interest and no payments for up to a year.
Our moms are elderly. We're so worried about them slipping and falling in the shower.
We all know how unsafe it is to step over a shower tub, right? Yeah. Just step right into your easy entry shower by Jacuzzi. Our showers have never been safer. We have durable grab bars, grab shelves. Go ahead, pull yourself up by it.
That is really cool. There we go.
Really
this
nice.
is a great safety feature. I love this.
No slip floor right there.
I really like this seat because if she gets tired during the shower, she can sit and take her time.
I love the texture. It's really beautiful.
Yes, and you'll never have to scrub grout again. And this is mold and mildew resistant, so you just rinse and go.
That's incredible.
We're thinking about remodeling.
But that can get expensive.
Well, it's more affordable than you might think, and we have great financing options.
It's really beautiful. The quality of it, I'm blown away.
Best of all, it's from Jacuzzi, the most trusted name in water for over 70 years. I know you'd love to upgrade, and there's never been a better time than now with this incredible offer.
Call or go online now to jacuzzibathremodel.com for a limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs, plus 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-992-0958.
250 years ago, ordinary men and women did something extraordinary. They stood up. They spoke out. They chose freedom. They didn't know what the future would hold, only that it was worth fighting for. And now, that future is ours. At 250 years strong, America stands at a crossroads once again. Not defined by politicians or headlines, but by the character and courage of her people. That's why millions have joined AMAC. Not just for benefits, but to be part of something greater. A voice for freedom. A force for truth. A movement of Americans who still believe in this country and are willing to stand up for it. As we celebrate 250 years of liberty, we're not just honoring the past, we're shaping the next 50 years together. Join AMAC. Stand for freedom. Be part of America's next chapter.
Deep cuts have scarred, sharp pains have faded. It's not the old place, but it's somewhere just the same. I'm looking back and thinking fondly of memories that make me who I am. There are the milestones to win. Times will be better. Times will be better. Times will be better. Miles adding up, miles going by. Time to think it out. Ask God why. White lines ahead, white lines behind. Looking in my rear view till I lose my mind. Nothing to my left, nothing to my right. Nothing ever changes. Driving through the night, another step away from how we used to be. Counting the days till times will be better. Miles adding up, miles going by. Mile after mile, sheltered by the sky. Never feel the progress. Am I standing still, looking to the heavens? Summoning my will. Miles adding up, I'm closer to my goal. Paying all my dues, finally on the road. Another step away from how we used to be. Counting the days till times will be better. Times will be better. Times will be better.
Times will be better.
If we'd fix our elections, they'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
I think you'd really find at this point, let's bring in Tom Del Beccaro again, who ran against Kamala Harris, and I think if we had decent elections in California, you would have won. And things would have been better, a lot faster. But talk about your various websites and things that you're doing now to try to fix things. I mean, we've seen you on basically all the major channels talking about it. Your book, as we showed, The Divided Era, which, again, I think you need to update this. And your other one, yep.
This is my current book, The Lessons of the American Civilization. People ask all the time what happened to our country. Well, I cover that in the book. From beginning in the 1500s all the way to, as came out last year, the intention of the book is to get people to understand how it is that the left can, in part, how the left rises during a civilization, how a civilization will do everything it can to survive and prosper in the beginning, and how towards the end they'll apologize for doing it, which is what the American left does today. But people can find me at tomdell.com. My podcast, which, Donna, you're welcome to come on, is
not Don, just me.
My podcast is at politicalvanguard.com. And my current project is electionfairness.com in California. We back certain candidates. And this fall, we're going to do get out the vote efforts for voter ID, which is essential. That's where California turnaround will begin.
Well, what really got me annoyed is the fact that they keep saying you can't clean the voter rolls. It's, it's not going to work. You can if you make the entire country re-register. Then it's not going to be racist. I mean, you got to get, a driver's license. You got to, to cash a check or whatever. I don't see why at this point, if we did clean the voter rolls and the Democrats put all the bogus people back on, that's the red flag right there that shows what's going on. But I mean,
it's a question of will and whether they want to do this. And it's not at all racist. The black mayor of Atlanta, this is a quiz. Do you remember?
I just have my hand up so I can talk.
Yeah, I know. Who said, quite frankly, that it's not racist at all. You need an ID for everything. Right. And so this is just a very few Democrats in power that are doing this so they can hold on to power. It has nothing to do with racism, doesn't have anything to do with access. Remember, voter ID in Georgia came in. They made the same claims. They said it would keep people from voting. But in fact, the percentage and total number of people who voted skyrocketed.
Exactly. Okay, Don has to hold his arm up now because
I don't have any rotator cuffs and holding my hand up is painful. All right. Tom, very serious question. You and I joke around every time you come on the show. We enjoy doing that. We've been doing it for many, many, many years. We've had Cowboy Logic now since 2013. Every year we talk about how the left is even becoming more rabid than the year before. We keep thinking the left is going to make the fatal mistakes that, say, a rabid animal would make out in the wild, but it doesn't happen. They keep making the mistakes, but they're not held accountable for making those mistakes. And for 13 years now, we have used the phrase that our country is morally bankrupt. I'm not saying that all of the people are morally bankrupt, but I feel like our country is morally bankrupt. Question to you, my brilliant good friend. Is there coming back from this? I feel like we are at the point of no return.
Well, and this is what completely addressed in this book, The Lessons of the American Civilization. Get it at tomdell.com or Amazon, Barnes & Noble. We're standing in the middle of a dynamic, the middle of a forest. So it's usually years later you get better perspective. But history is no more a straight line than the emotions of our day. So, yes, civilizations wax and wane. We are in a difficult period. As far as the left, and this is a normal circumstance coming out of commercialization and industrialization, where socialist ideas and communist ideas come into play, and then you find what's happening today, which is eventually the socialist wing of the party takes control of that party. And once that happened, the party moves itself into a corner like the Labour Party in England. And if you look at the candidates that they're putting out today, from Mandami to Bass to Plattner to AOC, Bernie, on and on and on, are defining that party. And I can make the case for you now that the Supreme Court has said there can't be racial gerrymandering, that and the new census will come out, which will make up for the error in 2020, hopefully, that you could see Republicans gain 30 seats in the House from where they are today, and the Democrats will keep moving left and become a party completely on the fringe like the Labor Party did for a significant period of time, because once socialism grabs a party, it doesn't let go. So it might be darkest before dawn, but there's reason to believe that the Democrats are walking their own plank.
Yeah, hold on. Let me, and I'm sorry, but I gave you two the first segment and a half. Go ahead, Tom. I know, hey, listen, man, I got allergies that are terrible down here as well. So now that you're in Jersey, you're probably having to deal with that. I'm concerned because if the Democrats take the House and the Senate in the midterm elections here, this is what I believe will happen in January. Trump will be impeached. He will be removed from office. They will probably go after J.D. Vance, remove J.D. Vance as well, and then we'll have a disaster with President Hakeem Jeffries. I am concerned that that is actually a reality that could happen, not some fringe, crazy, kooky thing. And
keep this in mind.
And I am tired. We are tired for 13 years of being right about almost everything we have talked about on this show.
I'm hoping he's wrong about that.
Tired of that.
I'm hoping he's wrong about that.
I think the Democrats lost the redistricting wars, but it's possible that the House goes to the Democrats. The Senate, because of Plattner, Tallarico, this guy they're going to nominate in Michigan, I think that they don't take the Senate. Keep in mind that there are about 24 reliable red states and only about 18 reliable blue states. And even Real Clear Politics has it 48 Republican seats with 8 toss-ups. And those toss-ups include races that I don't think they'll win.
Tom, I don't mean to interrupt you. We don't have reliable Republicans in the House or the Senate.
I make whatever bet you like with me. I do agree if they take the House, there'll be almost instant impeachment hearings. I don't think they can do 2/3 to remove him. Fetterman would not agree to that. And so the Democrats won't get to that point. I do think the Democrats overstepped their bounds with Hakeem Jeffries, and that ensures that I don't think Vance actually winds up running, and that ensures Marco Rubio becoming president.
Well, that would be great. And we only have less than a minute left, unfortunately. But to me, Thune and Schumer are working against Trump right now, treating him like a lame duck. When you've got Democrats and Republicans with an 80-20, we want the Save America Act in there. And I honestly don't think California would be a blue state if we had regular voting.
Well, that's why it's a nationwide thing to get voter ID in California.
Exactly. Okay. Electionfairness.com is your pack. Again, TomDell.com to find him all over the place, at Tom Del Vaccaro on social media as well.
And he's a new daddy.
Yes, he's a new daddy. Boy, I got to tell you, that has to keep him busy.
At 74 years old. We're impressed, Tom. We'll be back. Hey everybody, Don Neuen with Cowboy Logic. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you know what TDS is. Trump Derangement Syndrome. It's all over the place. Every time you turn on the news, TDS. Everybody in Congress, TDS. Well, our very own Natasha Owens has just dropped a new song called TDS. And it's a great toe-tapping, clever, funny, patriotic anthem that's going to get everybody talking about TDS. Download your copy right now. Let's show the secular music industry that Real America's music is here to stay and Here to Play by sending TDS by Natasha Owens to number 1 on iTunes. Go download it right now.
You got that TDS. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. If you're red, alright, let's get this party started. If you're left, you're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no kidding. We don't live in Great Britain. If J6 was the worst thing you've ever seen, Soros, burning Sadies, a mostly peaceful thing. Bring back the cartels, commute their crimes, sack the fact checkers like the New York Times. He's a Nazi, a fascist, a racist dictator who lets you say what you want to say. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS.
It's fun for me to win on the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
Old school online security tools leave you half protected. Get NordVPN with a next-gen antivirus. Avoid online scams, malware, and phishing. Get NordVPN today.
The gun grabbers are licking their chops. If they seize Congress in November, they've already promised an all-out assault weapons ban.
We will have legislation.
So we're giving away the rifle they'd like to ban the most. Your National Association for Gun Rights, America's no-compromise gun lobby, is giving away a Barrett M82A1 50 caliber rifle. Enter to win and chip in to help us fight back. Visit gunrights.org/RAV.
Party Drummers Rock, and I threw you a big curve. Hey, look at there. He's got his drumsticks, too. Yo!
Robert's got his Cowboy
He ordered
Logic
some.
laser drumsticks.
Yeah, baby. Hey, listen, you guys know, some of you are going to know that was Annika Nils. She is the new, Sheila. She is the new drummer that's out on the Rush tour filling the most enormous shoes that could ever be filled by a drummer. And she is kicking ass and taking names. Hat tip, Annika. Great job.
Hey, by the way, CowboyLogicLaser.com.
Yep.
You can get your mouse pads.
Or your drumsticks.
And Ron has just sent some new cool decals.
Those
for
are
the
totally
250th.
cool.
And, of course, you can see the Cowboy Logic Laser drumsticks there as well. Just go to CowboyLogicLaser.com, and you can get all of this great stuff.
All right, let's get down to business, Brother Tim.
PatriotsRelief.com, promo code 1776 for 45% off through Father's Day. It's a big Father's Day special.
Now, Tim, people are concerned. You've got broad spectrum, which the white top indicates that if you are tested for drugs, get the white top stuff.
Like if you need a CDL, quite honestly.
Yeah. This has mice nuts amount of THC in it. You don't feel that, but you don't want this in your system if you end up having to do a drug test, just like you don't want to eat sesame seeds or whatever those little black things are. Okay? Here's the deal. I'm going to show you throughout this segment that this doesn't mess you up, because I still have to do segment 6, 7, and 8. Okay? And so any of you that are all worried about taking this because it might get you high, it doesn't do that.
Poppy seeds, by the way.
So while you guys are talking, I'm going to OD on this stuff and show you that it doesn't happen.
And the thing is, Tim, you were saying before we came on the air, you got to worry about more what you're doing internally, obviously, not just the roll-on, but the internal. I've got my 50 milligram gummies, vegan gummies, okay? I'm going to take that. This is strawberry flavored. So good.
So those are the ones that are broad spectrum. They don't have THC in them either. So we carry that just for people that that have a CDL and they want to do the gummies. We have that.
And these are really good.
Gummies.
Unless you're an illegal, then the CDL doesn't matter. But but the white top is definitely safe.
On the gummies, that doesn't matter. So the 25 milligram gummies are the full spectrum. That's what everybody should order if they don't have to worry about a drug test, for sure.
All right, but I'm doing, since I've got a CDL, but I don't drive anymore and I don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to do both. I'm going to mix them, see, because you can mix too.
Yeah.
What is that? 600 milligrams. I just don't want to do the hair and scalp thing like I did before that.
Or the large pet, but Don really is my large pet. Now, I do give the large pet to our big old dog. He's 14 now. They told us to euthanize him almost a year ago, and he's doing great. So that's, knock on wood. Because he's a big dog. They don't normally live that long. What? You doing?
I'm fine.
Now, talk to us about, sadly, Don. Come on.
I'm kidding.
But grab the roll-on. Grab the roll-on. Don rolls this on his tongue. And you got some.
And for the guy that sent this back, you shouldn't have done that, man. You can use this on your shoulders, use it on your back,
it really
use it on your knees. And if you want to clear your sinuses out, right, Tim? Here, Tim, you going to do something with me? Here we go.
I can't believe you guys do this. But you're getting some. No.
Come on.
No, I got the gummies in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
All right. But you got some feedback from people who were wondering about that. It just shows you how safe it is, though, doesn't it, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. Not going to hurt you.
Okay.
Even though it says external use only, even though it says that. Look,
yeah. You have to put
I've been
things
doing
on
this like
labels
this for
so
a
that
year.
People are happy. It's just the way that it is.
Okay, so the phone number, if you're happier doing that, is 877-230-1776, 877-230-1776, or Patriots with an S, patriotsrelief.com, promo code 1776. And again, we got a special through Father's Day, 45% off. How cool is that?
Through Monday. Through Monday after Father's Day.
45.
Because you guys have the late show, so.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All the way through Father's Day.
And let's talk about the importance of those internals, like what Donna's taking there. It's you have to get those compounds. Your body, what happens is genetics, environment, age, all of these things make your body stop producing those compounds itself. Remember, those compounds are all about a system called the endocannabinoid system that's there to maintain balance in your body. It's to find things that are wrong and help fix them, whether it's pain, whether it's sleep, anxiety, stress, whatever it is that gets out of balance. Your body is actually supposed to produce these compounds that go out and communicate with these receptors and figure all of that out, right? But your body's not producing those anymore for the most part. So that's where the CBD comes in. We bring that CBD in, especially the full spectrum, because that full spectrum with that tiny bit of THC helps activate those compounds, and it enhances the effect in the body. So you have to understand that this is so important to get it going internally. Don't just buy these products.
Yeah.
Buy the tincture, the gummies, and the soft gels, because you have to get that going internally too, so that you get the long-term effect. That is going to make you feel better in the long term.
I got the soft gels here. I got the gummies. Now, again, I want to stress the large pet is awesome. If your dog,
use this. We use all this stuff now.
But if your dog stresses, even with like fireworks coming up, and things of that nature.
Thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms. And then you've got the hair and scalp, which Don does not need. Don has a nice head.
I got a full head of hair, but I did put this in my mouth one time, everybody. And
You didn't realize that's not what it's for.
That's not. It didn't taste good.
But it's because it's for your head. It's topical.
But I did take the pet one.
Yeah, he dropped the
some
pet.
of the people feel the same way about our weight loss system, Don. So don't feel bad. They, even though it's effective and it works, for the majority of the people, it does taste a little bit like Pledge. I'll have to admit it.
Nice. Hey, seriously, ladies and gentlemen.
Not that I've ever tasted Pledge.
We joke around with this and do that. And I'm telling you, regardless of what this container says about external use only, I use it on the tongue.
It does
before
clear your
every
sinuses.
show, and it opens me up. And Ron does it. Tim obviously does it. Donna will do it when I pay her enough. But it's great stuff. This is a great product. It's a great company. These people answer the phone when you call.
Gummies
and
soft gels.
And we put you through a knothole backwards. We drug you through a knothole backwards when you first approached us, because we said, yeah, but we're going to test it for 90 days. PatriotsRelief.com, 45% off through Father's Day.
Promo code 1776.
1776.
877-230-1776. Tim Roberts, we thank you. We'll be back with more Cowboy Logic right after this.
Patriots Relief, your America First CBD company. We are Christian, conservative, and committed to helping you feel your best. Are you tired of chronic pain holding you back? It's time for a change. Experience the remarkable healing properties of CBD, expertly designed to alleviate pain and promote internal balance. Patriots Relief is here for you. Visit our website or call now. Use your promo code to unlock exclusive savings. Patriots Relief, helping you get out of pain and live life to the fullest.
The summer of soccer is available with Fubo. Stream your favorite players and teams, all the rivalries and upsets. Watch every match live on all your devices. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Pam lost weight. Must be on the fat shot drugs.
Ugh, she looks amazing.
Girls, of course it's weight loss shots. She's never been able to lose weight before.
But wait, she has energy, and she doesn't have that saggy weight loss face.
It's not the shots or a crash diet. It's Almacet, the natural superfood protein shake that lets you lose weight in a healthy way.
Forget shots. Did you know that research shows that most people drop off popular weight loss diets in a year and gain the weight back? Worse yet, they lost lean muscle and zapped their metabolism. With Almaced, you can maintain 100% of your muscle mass.
I dropped the weight, but I didn't lose the muscle mass. That was very important.
Lose up to 2 dress sizes in 6 weeks.
I had lost 45 pounds. I say it's a miracle in a can.
I went from a size 18 to a size 8.
The reason why you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat. Almaced is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism, so it's easier to lose weight.
Almaced helps you have younger looking skin and hair with amino acids your body needs to build collagen naturally.
I feel better, my skin's healthier, my hair's better.
I went from 260 pounds to 175. I wasn't hungry. It made me feel full. There was no side effects.
Almaced naturally reduces the hunger hormone, so you feel full and eat less. Go to almaced.com now to get started for just $39.99. That's $4 a meal.
It was Almaced, not the fat shots? Mind blown.
Almaced is not a substitute for prescription medicines and is not intended to treat any condition associated with GLP-1 therapy. See scientific studies supporting our claims at almaced.com/research.
The FBI calls it house stealing, the latest scam where a cyber thief transfers the title of your home out of your name and steals your hard-earned equity.
It's roughly 60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
Unfortunately, it's on you to protect yourself. You might already be a victim. Check your title status now at HomeTitleLock.com.
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need, and discounts for seniors and military.
Eric Willard, chicken picking fiend, and a good conservative rockin' country brother of ours. All right, we're going back into music, and I got to tell you, I am really digging the fact that we are able to feature real America music artists on this show. Because you know about our background in music, Donna's background in rock and roll radio. She also played flute, by the way, in a marching band.
Yeah, I sucked at it.
Yeah, she did. No. At any rate,
in marching band, they said I marched like a horse.
Yes. We've got Deepak on here with us, who's got a new single that's dropping this weekend. Deepak, welcome to Cowboy Logic, my friend. Thank you for the great work that you're doing with Real America's Music. Thank you for making a difference. Thank you for uniting a completely dysfunctional United States right now.
That's huge.
And,
that is really huge.
Talk to us about the single. Tell us all about it.
Absolutely, yeah. So thanks for having me on. It's an honor to be here. Pleasure. Love you guys. The single is called Together We Rise. So the meaning's obviously in the title. It's Together We Rise. And it's really a unity anthem. I wrote it, I see all this division in the world, polarization, people that should, focus more on what they have aligned versus focusing on their differences. And I think a lot of that we can all agree on this network and share on this show that a lot of that's being, designed by the powers that be above the governments and the media and all of that really can create these indoctrination and these brainwashed narratives. And so I kind of just see all of that. And as an artist, I'm very sensitive. I have a lot of emotion to this gives me a lot of pain to see all these people arguing with each other, people that, that could be friends, people that could be on, could be family, could go to dinner together. And they're just arguing about all this stuff, arguing about politics, thinking they're all different. And a lot of them, they're not as different as they think. So the song was inspired out of that as a way to kind of be a call to action to bring people back together to say, hey, you know what, we're in the ashes right now. Let's rise up. Let's stand up together. Let's unite. Let's focus on what focus on love, focus on connection. And I think we, the people, which is how the country was founded, have a lot more power than a few people in this world that don't want us all to get along and want
exactly.
to
Sadly,
I think we can be strong.
Yeah, a leftist media wants to do nothing but foment chaos, and it's so hard. I would say for you as an artist to try to combat that, and it's so. Just amazing that you can. I mean, art, advocacy, empowerment. You call yourself a human potential educator. I mean, that's just so important. And I asked you before we went on the air because you played at RFK's Maha Ball during 2025 and how important Maha is to you. And you have some new books coming out, which is that's awesome as well. Tell us about that.
Totally. Well, my music's been what I've been doing mainly on the forefront, but behind the scenes, my background was pre-med and pre-law, and I always felt like college was, again, not as accurate as figuring out things for real, like figuring out self-healing, figuring out how the real sovereignty, common law, all these things kind of worked. When I went deep into my rabbit holes of research and discovered Austrian economics and all these different things, it led me down realizing a lot of what we're being told in school isn't true, especially around health. And so that leads me back to books I'm writing, where I'm writing books around how people can really get unplugged from being addicted to the big pharma matrix, that has people hooked on outside cures that they think are going to help them, but they're really all just Band-Aid fixes. And I think that God designed the human body to basically heal itself. And I think as a race, we've been getting in our own way and putting all these chemicals in and all these inputs that are actually blocking the potential for the human body to actually heal itself. So one of my first books is called The Sovereignty Reset. I have a few other books on self-healing, on growing your own food, on regenerative agriculture, and then a lot of stuff on music, of course, as a musician. So, Maha's important because it's really, reminding the entire world and especially the people that, there's a lot more ability to self-heal if you just stay off of ultra-processed foods, keep it real. It's all about simplicity. Just, allow your body, just get out of our own way. Unplug from the big pharma matrix, unplug from the big food matrix, and just eat real whole foods. And all of a sudden, that'll make like 90% of the difference. I think the other major piece, of course, is stress and cortisol. And I think people got to get their mindset right, get faith in God, start feeling really good, because stress can kill people. Even if you're super healthy eating, if you're stressed out, you're going to get acidosis, cortisol levels are going up, you're getting inflammation. So even all that, you got to get the stress down, get your mindset right, have some God. And then, of course, on top of that, if you eat healthy and detox once in a while, do some water fasting, I think you can be a pretty healthy, longevity, energized person.
And together we rise.
All right, we want to play.
Exactly.
It's a minute long, everybody. You're going to be able to see the promo video for Deepak's new release that's come out this weekend, okay? This is the video. Make sure you guys download this song. Streaming it does absolutely nothing to teach the secular and the mainstream music industry that Real America's Music is here, and we're making a difference, and we're creating waves. Downloads will do it. So download this on iTunes. Check it out, and we'll be back in just a second.
Hey Rav family, Ram artist and patriot Deepak has a brand new single, Together We Rise. It's an anthem of unity and camaraderie. In a world of division, it's time for us all to come together. Scan the QR code right now and download Together We Rise by Deepak. Let's make this song #1, Rav family. Together we will rise.
Yeah.
That's
man,
awesome.
Hat tip to you, sir. Hat tip to you. Now,
thank you.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, download iTunes. Even if you've got an Android phone, you can download this through iTunes. Okay? That's how we send these songs to #1. And I want this to be #1 by the end of this show. Comprende, amigas and amigos? Deepak, you've had a hell of a career that's quite impressive, and I would like for you to share with the viewers some of the things that you've been doing musically from what appears to be a very young age.
Yeah, I mean, as my friend Bo's song that just came out last week, that's also hit #1, Blessed. I feel like I've had a blessed life with music and having amazing parents. You know, growing up in Maryland, I was introduced to music at a very young age. My parents were very musical. They're scientists, like computer science, like kind of that Indian sort of like super smart, go to college and nerd kind of vibe, which I grew up with as well. So I had like a little bit of everything, but music was always like really close to me. And I played the violin when I was like 5 or 6 and was singing and really like Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, all these different artists that I felt like were taking music to beyond just songs, but movements that could change the people. So fast forward, in college, I was singing an a cappella group in college. I think there's a whole a cappella scene, that movie Pitch Perfect. And that's what kind of like moved me away from continuing my pre-med, pre-law path. I finished and graduated with my pre-med, pre-law, but then after feeling the feeling of just big audiences and singing in college and that joy that I could get from me singing and feeling the energy of the audience and that kind of almost like an energy spiral of like, yo, this is like really like uplifting me and everybody together. Like I'm sending energy to them, they're sending energy to me. That moved me to really taking this on as a career. So I ended up going from DC, where I grew up in Maryland, out to LA, started an epic career out there, which is amazing. It was just everything, again, was blessed. And I fell into all these amazing opportunities and did movies, TV, film, was a co-star in Modern Family, did a lot of national commercials as an actor, got a lot of production gigs for commercials, had a couple record deals, couple bands, did 45 songs for Disney, performed with Rihanna. And then, recently, it's just in the last 5-6 years, really just moving away from the industry that's over there into an independent sort of mode of like, you know what, this I don't want my wings to be clipped and I want my message to be suppressed. I want to be able to speak about freedom, love, God, family, and all those things, and also just really bring people together and not have the message be clouded with agendas that I think are actually creating negative energy for the next generation.
Amen,
so
what I found,
that's where I moved into.
Yeah, the major negative energy was these stupid consultants that had to basically tell you what to do. I saw that in my radio career. I was in rock and roll radio, and they said we're going to stop playing the Beatles. I mean, are you serious? I mean, it was just insane. It was that,
all you need is love. I mean, they wrote all you need is love.
Exactly. Real quick though, we got less.
It's kind of like Together We Rise. It's
okay, Johnny Twilight though is your high school friend, was it? And he's featured in that video.
Yeah. One of my best friends growing up, and he was on American Idol. He's actually played. He was like one of the stars in Jesus Christ Superstar with Ted Neely when they did their tour.
Wow!
And he's an amazing singer. And so I hadn't talked to him in years. And we were doing a message for the Independent National Convention, which is where their motto is "Together We Rise," which is like bringing independence back, like the sovereignty, the self-governance. And I called him from LA. He was out in DC, and we like instantly wrote this song. Like it almost came through like a divine message. Like it was like one of those things where sometimes a song's just easy to write. Some of them take a while, but this one just came through and the message was clear, and we wrote it together, and he's on the song.
Well, we appreciate the fact that, first of all, that you're entrusting Real America's Music with your releases. I can tell you firsthand that they do hard work for the artist. Mm-hmm. And ladies and gentlemen, we need this song blasting up the iTunes charts. Not creeping, blasting. And the thing is, Deepak, this is what we said when Every Star, Every Stripe hit #1. Our viewers took it there, not us. We just wrote the song. But you people are what makes the difference in sending a song to #1 or not. Deepak, we wish you the best of luck, man. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for sharing your talent with everybody. And again, ladies and gentlemen, download it. Don't stream it. Nope. Download it. And let's give Deepak a #1 here.
Thanks so
with
much,
Real
Deepak.
America's
Love
Music.
you, man. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome stuff.
We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Don Neuen with Cowboy Logic. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you know what TDS is. Trump Derangement Syndrome. It's all over the place. Every time you turn on the news, TDS, TDS. Everybody in Congress, TDS, TDS. Well, our very own Natasha Owens has just dropped a new song called TDS. And it's a great toe-tapping, clever, funny, patriotic anthem that's going to get everybody talking about TDS. Download your copy right now. Let's show the secular music industry that Real America's music is here to stay and here to play by sending TDS by Natasha Owens to number 1 on iTunes. Go download it right now.
You got that TDS. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. If you're red, alright, let's get this party started. If you're left, you're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no kidding. We don't live in Great Britain. If J6 was the worst thing you've ever seen, Soros, burning Sadies, a mostly peaceful thing. Bring back the cartels, commute their crimes. Sack the fact checkers like the New York Times. He's a Nazi, a fascist, a racist dictator. Just say what you want to say. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS.
Yes, I actually won.
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings
and free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
The gun grabbers are licking their chops. If they seize Congress in November, they've already promised an all-out assault weapons ban.
We will have legislation.
So we're giving away the rifle they'd like to ban the most. Your National Association for Gun Rights, America's no-compromise gun lobby, is giving away a Barrett M82A1 50 caliber rifle. Enter to win and chip in to help us fight back. Visit gunrights.org/RAV.
Always remember, they are coming after me because I am fighting for you.
I can feel it coming. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
and
vote.
Get out and
vote.
No matter how you have to do it, get out there and
vote.
That's right.
And if you're in California, vote early and vote often.
That's right.
That seems
and
to be the
Cowboy
case.
Logic.
Laser.com. Yes.
All right, we've got a familiar face that's going to be joining us, ladies and gentlemen, here on Cowboy Logic. She is a super lawyer, a friend of all the J6ers, and a total badass. And that would be Carol Stewart, also known as the Colonel. Oh!
There she is.
And she's got her Stetson on. Thank you for always wearing that.
And the red, white, and blue memo has gone out.
That's right. Evidently, you got the memo. And, Colonel, a couple very quick things that I want to take care of before we get into the weeds. I remember watching you when you appeared on Greg Kelly, and you wore that Stetson lid that you've got and caught him off guard. And I'm like, hey, Gerg, give us a call if you want to, get caught up on this stuff. And
Gerg.
Yeah, Gerg, G-E-R-G. And the other thing I wanted to ask you is this. You're a retired colonel and in the United States Army. We've got a beloved J6er named Jeff McKellop. He was a sergeant. And everybody knows that Jeff McKellop is a total badass. All of our viewers know him. But I think that you were a badder-asser. And I just want to ask you, during your service, because you guys served around the same time, did you ever get the chance to, A, boss McKellop around, B, did he listen if and when you did boss him around? And C, was he afraid of you?
Okay, that's really a loaded question. The answer is no, but some of his compatriot peeps did show up in the Balkans, I'll say Kosovo, and they became partly a bane of my existence of why I can never go back, because they decided to make me the equivalent of the entire KGB of the U.S., and they let all the criminals know, and we're talking about murders and really bad drug traffickers and everything else, where guys were turning themselves into the Serbs or to Camp Bondsteel. Because if they were told if they did not by these SF dudes and others that I was going to kill them. So,
okay, let me get into your background here. And I think this is really funny. You did a lot of secret stuff in fun places, so you say. 25 years active duty as an intelligence officer, U.S. Army, retired, as you see there, but deployed in Somalia, Kenya, Saudi Arabia, Bosnia, Kosovo, Qatar, Iraq, Afghanistan. Where didn't you go is more like it. And 6.5 years as Defense Intelligence Agency Senior Intelligence Officer at CENTCOM. I think you should be the new DNI person, to be honest with you.
I think that would be a good move, President Trump.
And then you went to the Ave Maria School of Law, so now you're a lawyer. I want to know if you speak Latin, if you had to speak Latin at the Ave Maria School of Law, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, honestly, though, your background is amazing. You would have been awesome at DNI.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would be if they were actually looking for someone who knew anything about intel across all the agencies, all the disciplines, and would know what they were reading. And frankly, I think we've mentioned this. The DNI is a post 9/11 creation that probably should only have a staff of about 20 and should be advising on something I'm pretty expert in, which is collection management and synchronization across agencies for priority missions of the president and the national security of the United States, not the behemoth it grew into. But I will question what somebody whose experience in the SEC has anything to do with, and why Devin Nunes might not be the proponent or the person nominated. I'm flabbergasted. That's what I'll leave it with, okay?
Yeah, I mean, this guy, Jay Clayton.
It seems like everybody that's being nominated or, interim post appointment is coming out of the Southern District of New York, and we question that because the Southern District of New York did everything it could to take Trump down.
Yeah, next to D.C., that's the worst. And then Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, if Trump wants to know, I was born in the Bronx. So if New York is a qualifier, he's welcome to say, oh, I changed my mind, and Carol's it. And if he wants the place cleaned out, I can do that in less time.
Well, listen, if Jeff McKellop fears you, and I know he does because I talk to him every day, he's scared to death of you. I mean, he's like a little whimpering boy in a corner. I got to call Carol Stewart later.
All right, we got about 3 minutes left in this segment. I want to talk.
He doesn't do that, everybody. That was fake news.
I want to talk about the 1776 supposed slush fund that's been knocked down. Where do things stand now? Do the J6ers have any recourse whatsoever?
Look, what they have to do is file suits. They can go in the Federal Tort Claims Act. I'm going to put something out here first heard across the board with most lawyers are missing. Here's what everybody has in common. This is an ongoing conspiracy. DOJ has never admitted it. The FBI had zero jurisdiction to investigate. I'm going to foot stomp on this. It was all under the false predicate that everybody was a domestic terrorist, and that was declared on the night of January 6th, 2021, and everybody can sue under that. I don't care what happened. If you have emotional distress, if you were assaulted by police, if your house was broken into by these FBI raids, I am just saying what a number of the law firms that are assisting people, you have to file under the Federal Tort Claims Act, but you have the constitutional violation, and everybody needs to understand the FBI had no jurisdiction to investigate 1752. They had no investigation authority for the assaults. There was no Capitol Police and no Secret Service abdication of jurisdictional investigation ability. The Washington field office and the FBI, it was all a plan. It was all with DOJ. They took it over. They never should have. This is the disgusting disgrace that the DOJ to this day is still covering up. Todd Blanche, where are you? What went on? Why was D'Antuono moved to the Washington field office? Of course. Whether it was an entrapment, we can get into all those arguments, of course. So guys, you know it, you've seen this, but I'm giving the legal reason why nothing is over. People need to go, they need to file the lawsuits. Look, not everybody's going to get the $1 or $2 or $10 million that they're dreaming of. We're talking about they have to file a reasonable claim.
All right. Yeah. When we get back, first of all, thank you for saying that. And I know that's the first time this has ever been heard, at least on this network. Okay?
Probably on any network then, because we're on the cutting edge of all of this.
But here's what I'd like to do. Think about this, Colonel, on the break. When we get back, I want you to put what you just said into layman terms so people that look like me can totally understand. I know that message was to lawyers. When we get back, it's going to be the message to you. J6 coverage on Cowboy Logic. We'll be right back.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim starves herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth is full of energy. Kim always feels tired. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almacet, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that optimizes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way.
I couldn't lose weight no matter how much I exercise. I tried Almacet. I lost 26 pounds.
The reason you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat that's slowing your metabolism, making it very difficult to lose weight and stubborn belly fat. Almacet is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids and bioactive peptides to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism so it's easier to lose weight.
My name is Stephanie Phillips Solar, and I'm an Almaced success story. I was able to lose 67 pounds with Almaced in roughly 7 to 8 months.
My weight is down. I feel much more energetic than I have in the past.
Over the course of time, I lost a total of 25 pounds. So thank you, Almaced.
Almaced is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Some weight loss plans have you feel weak and hungry, but Almaced will renew your energy, and you can lose weight and feel great.
Almaced's unique protein can truly absorb in your body and aid with weight loss.
Studies showed Almaced helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets.
The fact is, Almaced works, and I highly recommend it.
Go to almaced.com now to get started for just $39.99. That's $4 a meal. We guarantee you can lose weight or you'll get your money back. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almaced.
The system is outdated and archaic and vulnerable to title fraud. A growing scam the FBI now calls house stealing. Scammers can now easily download and forge one document, apply one fake notary stamp, and then file it with the recorder. Just like that, the property has been taken out of your name. Then they borrow against your home using your equity.
Find out if you're already a victim. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now.
1 in 4 kids grows up without a father. That's not just a bland statistic. It's a national crisis. I'm John Popola, host of Dad Saves America and CEO of Emergent Order Foundation. I like to say we're what it would look like if Warner Brothers and PBS had a baby that actually loved America. We're building a movement that defends the family and calls men to step up, not check out. Visit dsa-rav.com today to take a stand for fatherhood and the American family.
You want to pay J6ers? You're damn right I want to pay J6ers. If you got wronged by the government, then you should be made right.
Pay them now.
Oh, I can't find my pencil. Oh, well. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Wait, here it goes.
Pay them now.
That's my Cowboy Logic pencil, which is very, very used.
Look, we've only got 8 segments in the show, and we have played that bumper for the 8th segment of our show for more than a year now.
Ed Martin, we're waiting for you.
Pay them so we can do something other than
that.
Pay.
Whoops, hold on.
Pay them now. Colonel Stewart, let's get you back in here. Before we went to break, you very eloquently dropped a, I don't want to use bombshell, everybody. Bombshell.
Free legal advice, because that seems to be, you know.
You basically brought up a strategery that nobody has been talking about, at least on our show and I think this network. But I need for you to put it into layman terms for me.
Okay. So the FBI does not get to just go investigate and take over and turn over stuff for prosecution of crimes, okay? And particularly when you're on the U.S. Capitol. The Capitol Police have jurisdiction. Nowhere is there ever been a document, and I'm talking about the entire relativity database for all the J6 defendants and all the discovery for my 20-plus clients or any other J6er, where the U.S. Capitol Police gave to the FBI the jurisdiction to investigate. Let's talk about the standard for misdemeanors, 5104, which was disruption, disruptive behavior on the Capitol grounds, or parading, demonstrating, or the 1752, which that would have been the Secret Service if we ever believed that there had been restrictive grounds designated outside or the entire building was restricted. And so what I'm saying is, on the night of January 6th, the FBI just assumed with the DOJ said, here's 4 crimes. You've got jurisdiction. Nobody deferred to them. Nobody preferred charges. Nobody did anything. That was what I am saying was done to just make this up, okay? So that's where we're coming from.
Colonel, I can tell you that the 1752 and the 1512.
Right. Well,
I'm assuming 1752, if my memory serves me correctly, is not a misdemeanor. That's a felony charge, correct?
No, 1752 is misdemeanor.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But everybody got hit with it. Everybody was getting hammered with 1752, and a lot of them were getting hit with the felony of 1512.
And the double standard.
And then they started getting the 111As for those that engaged in combat.
Right. So again, the 111A assault, that would have been the Capitol Police. And since when, do they just abdicate to the FBI? So what I'm saying is this was all created in order. It was done under domestic terrorism. Mm-hmm. That was the made-up stuff. That was the conspiracy.
Which goes back to your argument that if there was an assault on a Metropolitan Police officer, that was wrongly charged as a 111A or a 111A1B, which is the assault of a federal officer, because your claim is, and based on everything that you've always said, it certainly makes sense. They were not actually federal officers on January 6th on Capitol grounds. Am I correct?
Well, they were illegally on the Capitol grounds, but if they are going to be considered under Section 1114 federal officers because they were assisting Capitol Police, then every January 6th defendant, here's the distinction, every January 6th defendant who yelled at them to stop using excessive force, Jeff McKellar, Webster, name it down the line, and went up and tried to get them to stop using excessive force, was also assisting Capitol Police because they were trying to enforce the law in the proper use of force. Mm-hmm. They should have been considered law enforcement federal officers. They should have had qualified immunity. That's the other argument. See, this is where DOJ is so full of bull, in that if you're going to say the MPD who were there just firing at the heads and torsos and beating people, using lethal force, beating Victoria White, beating Roseanne Boylan to death, I mean, we could go on and on. We've seen all the videos. But if they're saying they were federal officers, then those people who were former law enforcement, who were former military, who stepped up to stand in the gap, Luke Coffey, to try to get Lila Morris to stop killing Roseanne Boylan, mm-hmm. They should have also been declared federal officers under Section 1114. This is the huge discrepancy. But it all was done, everything for January 6th was done under the false predicate. It's all across Discovery. All January 6ers were declared domestic terrorists, starting on the night of January 6th. All of them.
Yeah. Joshua Black, his cheek shot out. He's a gardener from Alabama. He told us he was driving home and he was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list that night. You know what? Ray Epps was on the 10 most wanted list the first day, but then he wasn't. So what does that tell you? And I want to look at the number 274. 274 FBI agents, which the FBI took years to admit, apparently also took part in a tabletop dry run months in advance. It's so obvious this was a Fedsurrection, and they're getting away with it. They really wanted to get rid of Steve Sund, I think. They put in Yogananda Pittman, and what happens to her? She gets promoted. Just look at what's going. Nancy Pelosi says, well, I never admitted that, there were problems. Yes, she did. She's on tape admitting that she could have sent in the National Guard. It's upside down.
This is a good segue into the FISA, and I say that because the domestic terrorism, which there's no statute against domestic terrorism, it's just a definition. But understanding what FISA does brings us to understanding what happens against Americans. Because when you get a FISA, again, NSA can collect against foreign guys all day and night without anything, okay? First, people need to understand that with signals intelligence and cyber, okay? But once it comes across a U.S. server, a U.S. call company, a U.S. anything, be it Google, be it a phone company, then you have to get a FISA. But the way the systems work, once they get that FISA warrant, it becomes hopscotch. So any American who is connected, their stuff is getting sucked in. And that's where people can go into the databases and look up and spy on Americans. So people in America need to understand what FISA does, okay? And that's where the abuses come in. That's what happened to Congress. That's what happened, Kelly Meggs and
Arctic
and
Frost. Even. And yet, when it affects them, then they want to act on it. But the fact that they wanted FISA so badly, I was so happy that it went down.
Well, here's very quickly, and we're out of time, but I got to get this in. There's something called the 2-hop rule. Let's take Carter Page, for example. They wanted to surveil Carter Page. The 2-hop rule means anybody that he's had communication with, that's hop number 1. Right. But hop number 2 is any of those people had. And there is only 6 degrees of separation between you and everybody else on the planet.
And that's how they get around FISA. So you got to understand that's huge. Colonel, as always, we appreciate you giving us time. Great insight,
your expertise.
Colonel.
And what you are doing for J6ers, God will reward you for, period. Full stop. As you well know, Colonel, we go to the most beautiful national anthem ever sung, that by our beloved brothers in C2B. And this week is not going to be any different from that. Gentlemen, hats off. Ladies and gentlemen, and you need to salute, sir, or ma'am. Thank you for trusting us with 2 hours of your valuable time. We'll see you next week.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey everybody, Don Neuen with Cowboy Logic. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you know what TDS is. Trump Derangement Syndrome. It's all over the place. Every time you turn on the news, TDS. Everybody in Congress, TDS. Well, our very own Natasha Owens has just dropped a new song called TDS. And it's a great toe-tapping, clever, funny, patriotic anthem that's going to get everybody talking about TDS. Download your copy right now. Let's show the secular music industry that Real America's music is here to stay and here to play. by sending TDS by Natasha Owens to number 1 on iTunes. Go download it right now.
You got that TDS. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. If you're red, alright, let's get this party started. If you're left, you're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no kidding. We don't live in Great